CherishingFlo fam? If you are new to this channel, then go ahead and stick around and see if you love me. And if you do, then subscribe and turn on notification bell. If you are not new to this channel, then welcome back. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get right into this video. In today's video, we're talking about how to reduce stress and anxiety. The holidays are coming up. My ebook about depression and anxiety has come out, and I know that mental health is a big thing right now. And so I really want to give you guys some tidbits and some advice on how I manage to keep my anxiety and my stress levels at an all-time low. I've been really stressed out lately. I'm expanding my business. I have a new launch for my e-course coming out. That probably will already be out by the time you see this video. I have so much going on, and I just your girl is tired. So we're gonna talk about how I minimize my stress and anxiety. Number one is to eat properly. You'd be surprised how a healthy body means a healthy mind. When you're eating right, when you're eating properly, you tend to have the right stuff in your system, in your body. You know, you're like, I don't really know the scientificals, okay? I don't know the science, but I do know that the healthier I eat, the better my mental health tends to be. The healthier I eat, the more I pay attention to what goes into my body, taking supplements, vitamins, all that stuff. Take your vitamins. And, you know, if you're not eating enough, then get some supplements, whatever, so that you can get the right nutrients and stuff inside of your body and in your system so that your mental health can flourish as well as, you know, your body and everything. Number two is proper sleep. I am a strong believer, and I'm pretty sure I read that anxiety is directly related to sleep. Like sleep and depression, they literally go hand in hand. When you are depressed, when you have anxiety, when you're stressed out about something, your sleep can suffer. So one way to prevent major stress and anxiety attacks is to take care of your sleep on the front end. Make sure that you are getting your full, however many hours you need of sleep. Because sleep is important, okay? I know that a lot of people be like, oh, I stay up all night and I gotta get up early in the morning. Well, you live that life if you want to, bro or sis. But as for me and my mental health, we need sleep, okay? That's why people, like, when they don't get enough sleep, they wake up the next day and they're cranky, because the two are correlated. You really need your sleep. Tip number three is exercise. You actually, even though I'm not big on exercise, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like exercising. I don't like exerting energy because I'm lazy. But exercising actually helps relieve stress. It doesn't necessarily, it can help prevent it, but it also can help get it out of you. Exerting that energy helps exert those negative toxins out of you. Like when you're punching a bag, like when you're working out and you're punching something, you're like releasing negative energy. Just imagine the negative energy on your fist or on this energy that's coming out of your body. Just imagine the negativity just going along with it, because that's pretty much how it works. You're sweating out all those toxins. Tip number four is a biggie, and also one that's a little bit controversial. I've been hearing more and more about how stupid I am for believing so hard in this, but get yourself some help. That is the end. I know that a lot of Black people don't believe in therapy, but that's stupid, okay? Therapy is important. I'm not saying that everybody and their mama needs a therapist, although I do believe everybody could benefit from having a non-biased person to talk to about their problems and their struggles. But I also feel like therapy can be extremely beneficial because, one, it gets all of those negative emotions out of you and to someone who you don't have to worry about how it's gonna impact their relationship with you. Because when you go telling your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend, your personal business, your darkest and deepest thoughts, the things that you're not proud of, they don't forget those things, and you have to spend more time with them regularly. They see you, and in your mind, a lot of times in our minds, that's what they're thinking about when they see us. And a lot of times it's harder for us to be blunt and just vulnerable around people that we know us. And so it can be extremely beneficial to talk to somebody who we really don't give a crap about. Like, we don't care about them. We don't care about their thoughts about us. So we can tell them our inner and darkest, most secrets, and it's not gonna matter how they feel about what we said. And they can give us a non-biased response. They can also give you some tools on how to deal and manage with your specific stress and help you come to some of the roots of it, some of those actual deep, dark mental blocks that's causing you to be stressed and have anxiety about certain things. I'm a strong believer in having a therapist. And if you do not want a therapist, if it's just so important to you that you don't go to a therapist, then I would advise that you have a sounding board, somebody to be able to release all of that negative energy. Get help. Do not try to manage everything by yourself all the time, because that's not how it works. You need help. Everybody needs help sometimes. Tip number 5 is to learn your triggers. Learn what types of things stress you out so that before those things come about, you can prepare yourself for the upcoming stress and anxiety. Like for me, a big change always causes anxiety. Watching Criminal Minds causes anxiety. I know that why are you watching Criminal Minds? I really, really like that show. But I also know for a fact that when I watch that show, I get really bad anxiety. Watching those little the police brutality things, that gives me anxiety. I don't watch those, but it gives me anxiety. I know what causes me to have anxiety attacks. I know what starts to bring it up. So before I get to that point where I'm having an anxiety attack, or I'm hyperventilating, or I'm super stressed out and pulling my hair out, biting my nails, all that stuff, before I get to that point, I'm preparing myself. I'm starting to pre-relax myself, take care of myself, make sure that I'm drinking my water, make sure that I'm taking in all my vitamins, make sure that I'm taking the proper steps to make the next step as less stressful as possible. Tip number 6 is to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. It just is. And I know that I always say that laughing is a good way of handling things, but to be honest, it is. It's in my ebook. It's in other videos where I talk about stress and anxiety. And that's because laughing is literally like the number one thing I use to protect my mental health. For those of you that know me personally, know that I laugh at everything. I find everything funny. Even stuff that normally other people wouldn't find funny, I'd be cracking up. I'd just be laughing. Like, a ha-ha, my side hurts type of laughing. And it's because it feels good to laugh, to not take stuff seriously. It just feels so good to not feel serious and not to feel tense. Laughter helps loosen your bones. It helps loosen your body. It makes you feel loose. It makes you feel free. And that laughter releases all that negative energy. All those ha-ha-has, it's like getting rid of the hell. It's so helpful and beneficial. Like there's probably science behind that too. One of these days, I'm gonna come up with these videos and I'm not gonna just give you my experience. I'm gonna give you like the scientificals. I know scientificals isn't a word, but I like the way it sounds. So scientificals, and give you guys the real, but like for now, I don't have it. I didn't do that kind of research. I just can tell you what works specifically for me and the stuff that I talked about with my therapist in the past. Tip number 7 is to spend lots of time with loved ones. The more time that you spend with people that make you feel good, the better you tend to feel. Be around people that make you feel relaxed, that make you feel energized, that make you feel happy, that make you smile, that make you laugh. That is one of the best. First of all, it's one of the best pastimes, but it's also one of the best stress relievers, and it's one of the best things to keep you from feeling so stressed out because you have people in your corner. You don't feel so alone. One of the reasons I personally start to feel really anxious is because I feel like I have to do everything. So it gives you that entrepreneurship can give you a certain feeling of isolation, and sometimes you do have to actually remind yourself that you're not alone, that you do have people in your corner. You may not have 100 people in your corner, but you don't need 100 people in your corner. You just need 1, maybe 2 people that are rock solid and in your corner. And I am blessed to have 2 to 3 people that are rock solid and in my corner. And so I try to spend time with my loved ones as okay, I'll admit this is one of those things that I'm giving advice about. That's true. That has worked for me, that I don't actually practice as often as I should, like the exercise, but it is something that works. And I spend a lot of time with my sister. Me and my sister be cracking up, laughing all the time. I spend a lot of time with her. I spend time with my mother. I spend time with my boyfriend. So I do spend time with certain people that I love all the time. And it does actually make a difference in how well you handle your stresses and your anxieties. So those are all of today's tips. If you guys want the in-depth of how it is that I manage my mental health and my stress and all that stuff and depression and anxiety as an entrepreneur, then make sure that you purchase my ebook. Yes, shameless plug. Ebook that is $7. It'll be in the description box below. Depression, Anxiety, and Entrepreneurship. It is a good read, and it is not a long read, but it is packed full with a lot of information and in-depth stuff about me and my experience. So yeah, if you've made it this point in the video, then leave a book emoji in the comment section down below. I love you guys ever so much. Make sure that you follow me on my socials, CherishingFlo_ on Instagram and CherishingFlo on everything else. I love you guys ever so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.